Good day, viewers all over the world. I remember my humble self again, Otemu, teaching on YouTube. And my YouTube name is Otemu Mass Success. Click at the subscription button and subscribe to my YouTube teaching. I equally teach on Facebook. Click on search for me at Otemu Mass Success. Click on the followers button and follow me. You'll be getting updates of teaching every day. In my YouTube, I have uploaded 600 and I have scheduled my teaching till December. So it's your duty. One will be dropping even today. Now, let's solve this exponential equation. If you have to solve 5 raised to the power 2x plus 1 minus 26 into 5 raised to the power x plus 5 is equal to 0. Solve this equation. So I want to bring it down like this. Here is 5 raised to the power 2x times 5 raised to the power 1. As long as you have plus here, it means that it's multiplication of indices. Now, minus 26 into 5 raised to the power x plus 5 is equal to 0. I can also bring this down in this form as a product law of indices, which is 5 raised to the power x raised to the power 2 dot 5 minus 26 5 raised to the power x plus 5 is equal to 0. Is equal to what? 0. Now, I'm going to say let p be equal to 5 raised to the power x. So anywhere I see 5 raised to the power x, I'm going to put p. So yes, p squared times 5 minus 26p plus 5 is equal to 0. Plus 5 is equal to 0. Now, here is 5p squared. When you multiply, give us 5p squared minus 26p plus 5 is equal to what? 0. So it has turned to a quadratic equation. So I will use the last step. We are trying to get the middle term. The middle term. So I will use the last term, which is 5 to multiply 5p squared. I will use 5 to multiply 5p squared. Okay? Let me write it properly so I can see it properly. 5 times 5p what? Squared. It gives us 25p squared. And we are working to get this minus 26. So what are the product of 25p squared is 25p and 5p. So this minus come first, the two values will be negative. Minus 1p, sorry, not 5p. Minus 1p. Now, the product of 25p squared is 25p and 1p. Sorry, not 5p. So, if you now say minus 25p minus 1p is minus 26p. I have gotten this. So, in place of this place, I'll be putting these two values. So, now write 5p squared minus 25p minus 1p plus 5 is equal to 0. So we cannot factorize that expression. What is common between here is 5p. When I bring 5p out, you are left with p minus 5 is not common. When I bring 5p out, you are left with p minus 5 is not common. What is common here is minus minus 1. Then if I bring minus 1 here, we change to 5. P minus 5 is equal to 0. So the two brackets must be the same. So let me pick what is outside the bracket, which is now 5p minus 1. Then pick the bracket, p minus 5 is equal to what? 0. So we equate each of these brackets to 0. So now write 5p minus 1 is equal to 0, or p minus 5 is equal to 0. So now, here is now 5p. I'll bring equal to when this minus 1 crosses equal to 1 is 0, it changes to plus 1. Or when this minus 5 crosses to the other side, becomes plus 5. So let me make P here the solution of the formula. P here is equal to 1 over 5. Reason, dividing both sides by 5. Dividing both sides by 5. Alright. Or P is equal to what? 5. Okay, let's go. Let us say record. Where are we recording from? We are recording from here that let P be equal to 5 raised to power x. As we are recording that let P be 5 raised to power x, and that's okay. The first value is when P is equal to 1 over 5. That's the first value. When P is equal to what? 1 over 5. Then we say P squared. P is equal to 5 raised to power x. So anywhere I see P, I will put 1 over 5. So here's 1 over 5 is equals to 5 raised to power x. And 1 over 5 is a positive indices. So I want to change from a positive indices to a negative indices. Here 5 raised to power minus 1 is equal to 5 raised to power x. These are the same. So x is equal to minus 1. So I'm not saying the other value when P is equal to 5. I will substitute here. So here will be 5 is equal to 5 raised to power x. Now, take note, ordinary 5 is same as 5 raised to the power of what? Of 1. So now, we cancel here, our x is equal to 1. So therefore, the value of x is equals to minus 1 or 1. That is the value of x. So subscribe, watch my videos, and share my videos to others. God bless you. Real good.